Dragon Ball Z action figures were a huge part of my childhood, but this base form Goku figure wasn't. I didn't have this as a kid, but thanks to eBay, I have it now, and I'm gonna be comparing it to its modern day counterpart, the SH Figuarts, the Lowest Born Saiyan Goku. But before we get to him, let's take a look at this figure from Bandai's Super Battle Collection line. This was the first figure in the line, debuting in 1991 when I was just a baby. It was then re-released by Irwin Toys as part of their 1999 The Saga Continues line. That's when I fell in love with Dragon Ball Z and became obsessed with the action figures. But for whatever reason, I never felt the need to get the base form Goku. All I cared about was getting this glorious Super Saiyan Goku action figure, which is one of my prized childhood possessions. And I'm noticing there is a pretty distinct size difference between these two, which is even more apparent when you remove the snap-on shirt accessory. The Super Saiyan variety has wider shoulders, bigger arms and chest, which makes sense because this figure is supposed to represent the bulked up legendary Super Saiyan Goku that takes on the 100% full power Frieza. But as far as the articulation goes, these guys are exactly the same. They can only move their arms in a single plane at the shoulder with 360-degree rotation. And they've got a boot swivel, because why not, I guess? So that's a grand total of 4 points of articulation on these older Goku figures. One of the weak points of this line were the face sculpts. This base form Goku face is pretty bad, and the hair is also questionable. But this was made in 1991, you can definitely tell who it's supposed to be, but it is what it is. Something cool that I didn't remember before making this video was that Irwin Toys packed in the different kanji of Goku in sticker form. So if you got this, you could decide whether it was Goku from the early Saiyan Saga with the Roshiao symbol on the front and back, or the late Saiyan Saga variety after Goku gets wished back to fight Vegeta and Nappa when he has the Turtle Hermit symbol on the front and the King Kai symbol on the back. Or the Namek Saga version where Goku wears his own kanji on the front and back. The Goku I purchased on eBay didn't come with those stickers, but I figured it was a cool feature worth mentioning about the old figures. If you had this as a kid, let me know in the comments. Let's jump from the 90s to the modern era where people are going crazy to get this. The Lowest Born Saiyan Goku action figure that is a Target and Walmart exclusive release in the United States only. This figure retails at $34.99. Shout out to my brother Brendan for finding it for me at his local Walmart. And if it looks familiar, that's probably because it's a stripped down version of the 2024 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Goku and Gohan set. They aren't exactly the same though. This one doesn't come with the Kid Gohan figure, the Power Pole, or the Nimbus Cloud. The SDCC version has the House of the Turtle Hermit kanji on the front and the back, and the face sculpts are different. I wasn't able to get the SDCC version, so when I saw this one, I had to jump on it. Let's open it up. I've been so excited to get this ever since they announced it, and I just kept waiting for the pre-order to go up, and it never did. So you had to actually go to Target or Walmart to find this guy. Alright, let's go ahead and open him up. Put the box over here. And, I mean, you can tell as soon as you get the box in hand, even before the figure's open, how good this looks. Man, this takes me back. This takes me back to when I first started watching Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, and it just looks like it jumped right off the screen, which I absolutely love. This is early Z Goku, and it's very obvious, and so I really love that about this. And I've been wanting to see this kind of thing from SH Figuarts. They've really been evolving how good the head sculpts are. And I think this is sort of the pinnacle of what they've been able to do when you consider some of the recent Vegetas that came out that had really screen accurate or artwork accurate Dragon Ball Z face sculpts. And this Goku is in that same category. So let's take a closer look at everything that he comes with. Okay, so before we look at the figure itself, let's just cover what comes in the box. He has 4 face sculpts, including the one that's on his head, and we'll take a closer look at those. And then he also has an alternate hair piece, which is really cool, especially if you missed out on the Son Goku effect set, where they had a windy hair piece for base form Goku. Then, of course, he does come with some other hands. He has 4 sets of hands, the typical hands that you might expect for an SH Figuarts figure. But the real thing that I want to look at here is how awesome this looks just right out of the box, with that determined and confident Goku expression on the first face sculpt. The other thing that I want to call out is he has the House of the Turtle kanji on the front, and if you flip him around, he has the King Kai kanji on the back, which I've always loved the look of this, so I'm so excited to have this on a Goku action figure. And the standout for this release is really all of these face sculpts and this head sculpt. It's just so accurate to the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, and it really is beautifully representative of the artwork for that period of time. So this is a similar face sculpt to the first one, maybe a little bit more angry looking, a little bit more intimidating. And here he is when he's definitely angry. You can use this in your battle poses, you can use this to power up or to look like he's about to mean business here. And no Goku would be complete without this face, which is definitely your power up face. It's definitely your Ki Blast face or your Kamehameha face sculpt. And if you are wanting to do some more dynamic posing with your Goku, you're going to want this more dynamic hair sculpt, which is the windswept or powering up sort of hair sculpt. So articulation wise, there's really nothing new about this because this is a 2.0 Goku. So if you have the Saiyan raised on Earth or the other base form 2.0 bodies, then it's going to be basically the same thing. But either way, let's take a look at it. I mean, he has the normal double jointed elbows that you'd expect. He has the normal double jointed knees that you would expect, and you can kind of see the range of motion that you can get. So he's going to be able to do a lot of the martial arts posing that you're going to want your Goku to do. One of the things that I always want to make sure is that he has some decent neck mobility, which you can kind of look down with him, you can look up. He doesn't go up a crazy amount. You're going to have to combine the neck and the ab articulation to get those dramatic looking up and looking down poses. But overall, you're going to be able to do some cool things with him from an articulation standpoint. And, you know, he's still got these arms that I know a lot of people don't like, where you have the sleeve area that is kind of visible from different angles. So you have to be a little creative with how you pose Goku so that you're not seeing those as much. But like I've mentioned several times already, the star of this is really the way that this looks. It's the early Z Goku that you want. It's got the kanjis that you want that maybe you haven't been able to get your screen accurate shots before because you didn't have the Goku that had this symbol when he battled Nappa and Vegeta on his back or anything like that. That's really the reason to kind of pick up this Goku. He's going to do everything that your previous Gokus could do, and he's just going to look better doing it. And now that you've seen this figure in its entirety, there's really only one question that still has to be answered. Is this the best SHF base form Goku? I already mentioned the head sculpts on this and how good they are, but I think it's worth showing you how they compare side by side with the other Figuarts base form Gokus. Here's the Lowest Born Saiyan next to the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku and the Dragon Ball Super Superhero Goku. But I'm honestly not a fan of this release, so this is a 2 Goku race. I love the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku, and up to this point felt he was my definitive base form Goku. But the accuracy of these new head sculpts puts the Lowest Born Saiyan in front of it, in my opinion. And what I'm really hoping to do is put these new Lowest Born Saiyan heads on the Saiyan Raised on Earth body, which has the Goku kanji, so I can use this as my definitive base form Namek Saga Goku. So I can eventually make a diorama of the Capsule Corp ship Goku uses to arrive on Namek. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a video on that. And now I can pair him with all of my other Namek Saga figures, like my Vegetas, Gohan and Krillin, Piccolo, Captain Ginyu, Zarbon and Dodoria, and of course, Frieza. Next up in this comparison series is going to be Trunks, which my subscribers voted for in a landslide poll after my Teen Gohan comparison video. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see that one, please like and subscribe. Here are some other then versus now figure comparison videos to hold you over.